Hi everyone, how are you all? I am Simmerpreet Singh, and why am I recording this video? I don't have any particular agenda, I don't have any particular thing in my mind. This video is particularly my thoughts, my curiosity, my research around what I am thinking about and what are my views on this particular topic. But why out of nowhere I started this? Because making technical content or technical content creation was one of the main thing I added into my yearly list, but I was not able to work around. On the personal scale or out of curiosity only, I did recorded some content for on the professional basis for uh, other things, but not on the curiosity basis because I didn't got actually time for that. Or maybe I was too lazy to do that. But it's never too late to start the things. It's never too late to complete the things. So with that motive only, I just wanted to record my learnings, my curiosity, and my particular research around some of the topics that I thought I should start with. So recently, I came back from IBW week, India Blockchain Week, and also understanding the narrative from the token itself, or like from past 4 to 6 months itself. I am hearing, or I understood that movement is happening from the move ecosystem. Actually, I'm hearing quite a lot about the move based ecosystems right now, or like recently from the previous events, the major weeks, blockchain weeks happened around the world, also in the Southeast Asian country, Asian region particularly, and also in the Indian region also. I was very curious around like why this particular thing is getting so much traction, how things are actually done, and what is there in Move. So, from a Solidity dev perspective to understanding Move, what is it, how it came, what are the other things like how Move, and then the other ecosystems that are almost like that are forks of Move, but totally different from each other also, but part of the same ecosystem, Move based ecosystem itself, and all. What is happening? Why is it happening? And what's in there from a Solidity dev's perspective? I just wanted to share my own research and all things. So, with that, let me just start sharing my screen. From Solidity to Move, a developer's guide, purely curiosity research from last few hours, few days. So, what actually is Move and why this thing is getting popular right now and why so much hype is coming around this? So, for today's discussion, I just wanted to discuss on these few topics. What is Move, where it came from, how Move works with the smart contracts, the difference between Sui Move and Aptos Move, and how to get started with the Move programming with code example relations from a Solidity dev perspective. So what is Move? Move is a resource, particularly resource-oriented programming language designed for writing smart contracts. It was originally developed by Meta for their Libra program, which then named as the DM project, DM blockchain project. But although DM never saw the light of the day, Move became a cornerstone for the next generation blockchains like Sui and Aptos. So why Move? Unlike the traditional programming languages, Move is designed to ensure the secure handling of digital assets, prevent double spending with the resource model, and offer developer-friendly features like modularity and reusability. But in simple terms, Move gives you the tools to write safe and efficient code for smart contracts, actually. So why, how is it different from Solidity? That was my also like that was my question also. So what are the core components of Move? How Move works actually? There are three core components of Move right now, or technically there are only three major core components actually: the modules, the resources, and the functions. Modules, think of these as the blueprint for your smart contracts. They define the logic, the rules, and managing the digital assets all around you have to adapt. Resources, these are the unique tamper proof assets that can't be copied or accidentally deleted. This ensures that the high security and is maintained, as well as prevents the double spending problem. And the third one is functions. So function, these are the actions that you can take on resources like transferring ownership or minting new assets. So now the thing is, what's the difference between Sui move, standard move, and Aptos move? Actually, standard move, I mean just the normal move, and then the Aptos move. So the two popular implementations, Sui Move and Aptos Move, both are forks of Move, but optimized for their own ecosystems. Like for example, Sui Move is particularly built for the high scalability because and oh sorry, it built for high scalability and it has focus on parallel transaction execution because they are using directed acyclic graphs. Okay, and for the Sui Move ecosystem is actually tailored around object centric model. The parallel execution with the with the availability of parallel execution, Sui Move ecosystem is actually very much good for those projects where the things are not interrelated but things are happening at the same time. For example, large like many transactions happening, but they are, if they are not interrelated to each other, they could be processed parallelly because they are independent of each other. These particular type of things I think can be found in gaming based projects. So if projects on chain gaming projects are coming, I think Sui could be a good fit for them because of the parallel processing and other things. The things will be working, the settlement layer and the settlement time is will be getting quite small or like very frequent also for them to have the finality. Whereas in the Aptos movie ecosystem, it is more around the address centric approach. The resource address centric resources there, approaches there, and then the transaction execution happens in the batched execution way, just like first in first out and first in first process actually. So everything whatever will come like it is happening in the batch execution sequence or like sequentially batched execution. And I think that is what making its difference also, like comparison to Suimu. But Aptos is gaining a little bit traction much more than the Sui. That's what I had found. This is my perspective according to the event-based markets they are creating. The more developers friendly events or much more connection they are trying to make around with the developers. Maybe I have come across only these major events by Aptos. That's why I can say so. But I know like Sui team is also hosting events right now around the time, and they are actually also going into the Southeast Asian markets blockchain ecosystem also. So hoping so both ecosystems will be growing further. But yeah, whoever's targets and cater itself on the better scale, I think will be the winner. But who will be the winner? Actually, everyone who is trying to build the people on chain is the winner, because blockchain ecosystems are nothing if they can't have a particular focus and they can't bring more people to utilize their apps. So a particular ecosystem having good applications that allows or that makes users to willingly utilize the apps and getting on chain is what the real winner will be. But now getting back to the topic, the difference between Sui Move, Standard Move, and Aptos Move. The major is Suis have the object centric approach, whereas Aptos having the address centric approach. Uh, Object model as like basic resource representation in Move, but in the Aptos, the resources with the additional safety checks. And on the other hand, like optimized for developer experience, as well as it uses the block STM model for fast and reliable transaction finality. Talking about Aptos, while in Move, the object-centric approach and parallel execution, along with the use of having the feature of facility of directed acyclic graphs, parallel execution is happening. So there are many things happening. I think I can't sum all these things up in one particular video, but I will definitely have many things working. So sharing all the resources in small recordings, that is my particular aim. So before that, I just like before ending this video, I just wanted to showcase a particular example of how a move-based smart contract actually works or looks like. Module symbol coin declares a resource called coin and resources structure. I think for people who haven't heard about Move or they don't know about anything about Move, it would be little bit overwhelming for them. But if you have some experience with Rust, maybe you can relate to it. My particular thing, I was not even having any particular understanding when I start jumped directly to understanding about Sui Move and Aptos Move. But then I took a step back. I just started exploring Move first, and then it was a little bit cool for me, a little bit easier for me to understand things. So I will just anybody who is trying to enter explore around Aptos or Sui, have a little time around hands on around Move. So the upcoming like sessions, I will just try to have a much more hands-on experience, or maybe I will just have share the code snippets as well along with the codes to let you understand and have some time to check around what is happening. So this particular example I had for from the Move book I came across, through which I was understanding Move, and I just came across this one particular example, that is the saying hello world, or compiling a hello world program in Move language. I don't know how and what's your agenda, what's your funda for understanding a particular language or particular programming languages, but my is understanding how what things are and why things are happening. So when I started understanding this, my go-to aim to understand the code line by line was actually learning from the very right to the very left. So this is the variable name. This is from the standard library or like particular data type or whatever it should be. This variable type should be of, and this is a particular keyword that is specifying what is happening. So for example, if I just want to understand this particular thing, public function hello world, and what is it? It's just using string. Returns the string. So string will be returned from a function named as from a variable named as hello world. But because the curly braces are there, it would be a function. Oh yes, definitely we see the function keyword is here, and the visibility type it is of public. A public type, a public visibility function named as hello world will be returning a string. What it will be returning is available here, hello world dot to string during the, and how and where can you compile. Although many people are there who thinks that we have to set up the CLI, even when you utilize ChatGPT also it will say that you have to connect and have the setup of CLI on your laptop. But no, actually there are plugins available for online IDEs also right now to work around with the online IDEs, just like how it is available on Solidity also, or like EVM based ecosystems. Remix actually supports Move also. So you just have to do one thing. Let's go to Move or Remix actually, and check around and find for this particular thing, and then add code builder. Where can you find this? Actually, just go to plugin manager and search for code by Build Studio. Add it, activate it, and then it will land you to something like this. Connect your well-done wallet and then make a well-done wallet. I will just have a separate video around this particular thing. But yeah, just wanted to showcase how a Move particular code will be working. This is my code. I have already connected my wallet before starting this. So yeah, let me just log into my wallet, and yeah, it's login. Let me just connect, and yeah, let me compile my package first. Yeah, it's working. It's working. The build is complete. If you can see, if I can zoom in a little bit here, yeah, the build is complete. That means my program, this particular program that prints hello world, is running fine. So that was all for today. I just wanted to share my learnings, and actually these are not the endings. It is just the starting, because when I started understanding Move from the Move book actually, and then moving on to understand the other ecosystems, it actually made it easier for me to understand things. So now I will just have some time with a Move book, and then move on to understanding how Sui and Aptos is working, and then move around how things are working. So, or should I give you a particular TLDR, or no, not the TLDR, but actually a little bit upside, or like just insights that the next video will be around this, from Solidity to Sui Move. So definitely we will be having some hands-on and code examples on how things will be working. But till then, thank you so much, and let me know your views. Like, what do you think about Move? Do you think Move will be moving much better or much farther to attract new devs compared to Solidity? Do you think Solidity devs will be moving to Move? Let me know your views. But till then, thank you so much, and do share about any improvements. Definitely, my first video content creation, definitely for fun, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it for the professional basis. So till then, thank you so much. Sivapreet Singh signing off. Bye bye.